Yeah. Yep.
I'm out of my mind, that's what that smoke done. But I'm trying to get my fucking bread. Ride in Mercedes. I know a nigga hate me, but I don't give a damn now. I don't give a fuck. I don't drink 26 on my trip, and I'm on road.
Listen, man, we had to take this moment tonight to really just take a second to try and understand what's really going on in the country right now. There is a lack of leadership, and there's a lack of presence. And I've been sitting long and hard thinking about exactly what these emotions and these feelings are. And it's frustrating. Some of you follow me on Twitter. I've been conveying some frustration there. But as a proud Black father, as a Black man in this community, as a person who's been on the front lines and gone and marched for Mike Brown and Ferguson, was there for 2 days dealing with that in Los Angeles, adamantly trying to figure a way out to convey what to say, because I know that people are hurting, bruh. And as a comedian, you sit by and you think, okay, how do I utilize my voice? How do I comfort people? And I've always tried to delve with my material to try and give some resolve. And at this moment, it's really not about the jokes for me. It's about the fact that I need to express what it is I'm feeling, because I'm frustrated. And my wife is frustrated. Our house is disrupted by what's going on. And if you aren't in a state of disruption right now, psychologically, emotionally, you aren't there in a state of disruption, I really question your motives and your true understanding of what state of reality you're in. What state of reality are you living in? Now, I'm gonna say it. Like, I know that you guys come to me for a lot. You come to the guys that I do my podcast with. We do this. We tell our stories about our lives, and I would be remiss if I did not take this moment and say that I've seen the work, the sweat equity that Black people have put into this country. And I've read the comments. I've been in Hollywood. I've lived in Los Angeles and been in Hollywood for almost 10 years. I left there. I'm in Atlanta now, and I'm from Houston, Texas, born in Chattanooga, Tennessee, a father of Black children, husband to a Black wife. Hey, man, raised in the South and seen prejudice my entire life. And I have constantly pushed myself and others around me to rise above. But at this point, where we are now, I've been in enough conversations about turning the other cheek. If you aren't where you need to be emotionally, mentally, spiritually already with the COVID, hey, bro, you got a bigger situation coming. Because if you don't know where you stand as a Black person, if you are conflicted about how you should respond or what you should be mad about, hey, bro, you a problem and you in the way, fam. And this is, and I'm sorry that, and I'm apologizing. I'm telling you who I'm apologizing to. I'm sorry, older Black community. I'm sorry, older Black leaders, that we aren't doing this the way that you did it. I'm sorry we're not following it that way. But let me tell you something. Let me comfort you for a minute. These people are what you've prayed and wanted. We are what you wanted. You wanted us. You prayed for us. Now we're here. You asked for this weapon. You asked for this generation. You said, I want to be free. I envision a generation of people. Well, guess what? We're here. You prayed for us. You asked for us. You put this knowledge in our brain. You gave us this level of self-awareness. And now we here. This is the crop that you wanted. This is the fruit that you wanted to have bared, and we here now. We not the same, but we from you. They wouldn't have understood your level of resistance the way you did it. That's why you had to do it that way, so that we can do it this way now. We're everywhere. We're everywhere now, bro. We are the free generation, bro. We're free. We don't have a slave mentality that has been broken. And it's been a systematic process of breaking that. I'm gonna tell you to your Christian people out there. I'm gonna say this. While you ready to beat the Bible over somebody's head about what ain't a Christian thing to do. Last time I checked, there was the Old and New Testament. Some of y'all aren't utilizing all your Bibles because you're so smart. Oh, y'all like what the whole Book of Kings and Chronicles is about? Dude named David. Last time I remember, what was all this armor? You thought the armor was just in a book? You thought the armor was because comfort? Yeah, I walked through the valley of the shadow of death. It sound like it's death outside to me. That's what it sound like. So what you scared for? If your life right, what you worried about? You prayed so much, but look what you tell us all the time. I don't got to be in the pew every Sunday to know you're scared. Some of you scared. If your life right, what you worry about? There's gonna be some bloodshed. It's just that time. Ain't no more talking, fam. Like we're just gonna let them start. What, they gonna walk in our house next and rape my kids and my wife? That's what you think for that? Man, hey, bruh, you tripping. It is what it is, bro. So don't think that, hey man, don't think that this is an attack or a division in the black community, because if you don't know what to do or what to say, shut up. If you scared, go back to church. Get out the street. Because this Old Testament time right now, Old Testament, they knock niggas' head off in the Old Testament. What did David do? Since we want to talk about what's in the Bible, he cut Goliath's head off and put it on the back of a horse and rode it through town, G. Tell me what that sound like a turn the other cheek moment was that for you? Am I asking for you to go out and hunt white people down? No, so you don't get them comments twisted. But I'm expressing to you that if you don't want to be a part of what's about to happen, hey, bro, move. Because it ain't your time. It ain't Jesse time no more. It ain't just Reverend Jackson ain't his time no more. Reverend Allen ain't his time no more. It ain't. Some of you pastors out here, I'm really scratching my head because you hit niggas over the head for 10% every Sunday. But when it's time to go out there, where's the water and the supplies at? That's what churches did. A lot of people saying what the revolution. Hey, man, they knew what they had to do, and they knew who they was talking to. You talking to broken people. And guess what? Right now, we ain't listening. You focused on the reaction instead of the initial action that started this. Hey, what you want us to do? At what point? Yeah, some shit getting stole. Some shit getting took. Am I personally taking it? No. But if it's taken, oh well. It's insured. We just bailed them out. What the fuck you care for? They just got bailed out. Did you get some PPP money? DLAI, did you get some?
No.
Right. Last time I checked, they giving out $4 million to the fucking Lakers, bro. Yeah, I'm cussing on Sunday. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So now that's where we at with it, fam. Like, and it is what it is. And if you are bought out, if you are old or you owe money, or you in good with Forbes magazine, or you too tied in where people got a price tag on you, they got a muzzle on your mouth. Sound like, how the hell I'm gonna tell people what to do in the streets? I'm in a better situation. I can't tell another man that. But all this stuff that was broken and tore up can be replaced. You know why? Because they're sure it's a thing. George is like, hey, it ain't coming back. Show me how you bring people back to life. Then I'll start feeling bad. Last time I checked, ain't no life. What? Dini, man, bruh, it was on me, bruh.
I understand, man.
And I know you a father of sons, bro. I got 4 daughters. You got sons, bro.
And I've had this talk with them 5 times. And they're 13 and 14 years old, have experienced that conversation 5 times. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to protect my boys, and they know that. I'm with my people, period. It ain't no dollar amount on me. I'm with my people. And I will truly die for mine. Doing everything to protect these boys. I understand what everybody in this that has the same skin color as me feel. I get it. I have no empathy towards what these people are doing and expressing their frustration. That's what the fuck you do. You don't, anger ain't something that you structure your anger. I'm gonna get this much mad. No, it's whatever. And you put shit right in our face, and we show you right in your face, and shit is still denied. We need more evidence. That's frustrating. That causes a reaction.
I mean, and you know, bruh, I empathize with people who don't know where to stand right now. You know, I really feel sorry for you, fam. Because you need to take this time to figure out why you don't feel the way that you should feel right now. Why are you conflicted? Because it's clear in my brain. I know exactly how I feel. That's when you need to be deprogramming. It's deprogramming. I know the military, they got to go through some form of deprogramming. Now, y'all too familiar with de-escalating. Now, you need to do a deprogramming. Or you might need to wipe the whole drive, bruh.
Bring me a water.
I don't know, bruh. Like, the reality is, I was there in Ferguson. I go to St. Louis. I'm there. I fly in. I get there. I go to Ferguson. I'm there for the protest for 2 days. Mr. Farrakhan helped me get down there. And he told me, he said, young brother, I want you to go to the front lines because those people are hurting and you need to see their pain and they need to see your face. And hopefully through your presence, just you being there, walking that walk with them helps lighten that. And, you know, I thought about it and I was afraid because I didn't know what I was walking into, but it felt like a fight to me. It felt like how I felt before when I thought that there's that lump in your throat when it's like it's the dude that you don't know how it's going to play out and you know you might get hit, but you make a decision. And you got to swallow that and go out there and see it. And when it, you know, let me tell you when it got clear for me, when I was standing over Mike Brown's memorial graves, not even a grave site, his blood just spilled in the street. I started saying, you know what? Okay, this is different. It's a little bit, this is different. We marched to LA and we shut the freeway down for Trayvon and Tamir Rice. When we, like, it's different. And, you know, being in Los Angeles, living in the inner city of Los Angeles, I understood the people and why they were the people that would rise up and have those riots in those moments. I understood that. That was a part of their culture. The rest of the world might oh, they just the hood. But they living on revolutionary principles, dog. The country is founded off this. And at some points, you're going to have to ride for something. And it was very clear what side they were on when it came to situations. And if people got a problem, this could have been avoided. Y'all could have locked them people up immediately when it went on, and we wouldn't be here. So this is a reaction. It's just like when you cheat on your girl and she key your car. Nigga, she didn't do it for no reason. Man, I don't know. Dini, what's up, man?
Frustrated, man. Frustrated.
I think it's tough, bro.
I'm emotionally drained.
Now, what happened outside your house the other night?
Man, they tore shit down. All up and down Broadway. They hit all them jewelry stores. Tore all their ass out the frame. Got all that. All of it. Both sides of the streets.
Right.
They hit my partner's shop, clothing shop, raised in LA. But
yeah.
Hey boys, bring me a water, please. And but you know, fortunately he didn't lose anything. But I mean, every night, man, choppers, at least 12 hours, choppers, cats in riot gear, 15 in packs, they in ranks. They in ranks, full riot gear. Alley blocked off.
Yeah.
Tear gas. Shooting tear gas and bullets.
Yeah.
Every night. Last couple nights.
Right.
Yeah, I got the curfew now. There's a few people still straggling, but this shit don't even feel. This feels like a movie. Like a movie. People sick of this shit, man.
Let me address some things too. And Didi, you know, you saying a lot of right things. And let me tell you if you're distracted right now. If you're more focused about what the people who were protesting had on than what they actually were out there for, your ass part of the damn problem. If you more worried about what somebody's sexual or spiritual orientation is, what they was out there marching, you part of the damn problem. If you focused on whether or not these people are active contributors to society financially, you part of the damn problem. If you feel like or focused on that they went in your favorite store that you saved all your money for, tap dancing for people for years for, you part of the damn problem, G. Here go the funny part. The revolution will be televised. It's being they couldn't televise it in 1962. They can do it today, though. You seeing it today, though. Don't like what I'm saying? Unfollow. Unlike. I ain't apologizing for what's going on right now, bruh. I ain't finna sit up here and try and tell somebody what they need to do. Like, what I look like? Let you know something. Some shit they should know. I'm gonna say this right here, DLAI. For you people that came out during the protests and thought the shit y'all did, and I'm speaking towards white people or whoever came as oppressors that came out and thought black folks was on that same kumbaya shit, got your ass lit up last night. You realize it's a different game out here. Boys thought we was, yeah. If you thought that was gonna happen, it's a different ball game, G. You come out there with that honky donk shit, you're gonna get somebody going in your mouth. That's what happened last night. Man come out with a samurai sword. You done brought your privilege. How much privilege do you think you gotta have to think you finna come out in the street? How much Game of Thrones you done watch where you gonna bring your ass out in the street with a sword and niggas are supposed to stand there? Flooded his ass. Flooded him. You singing, you swinging a sword. Hey, what were you supposed to do? I'm gonna tell you what wasn't finna happen. Wasn't finna be 9 niggas got stabbed with a sword last night. That wasn't finna be a story. Who finna talk to the nigga with the sword? Please, could you put the sword down? Can you not hold the sword, sir? Can you not stab me, sir? Fuck no. What you thought? Oh, nigga, a white man pulled a crossbow out in traffic, yelling all lives matter. He got one shot off on that crossbow and they flooded his ass, as they should. They wanted to report the man with the sword was a bit own the business. No, he didn't. He didn't own no business. I hate to say that it happened, but that was the choice. It's consequences when you come outside. He knew it was niggas outside. He made a decision to say, it's a lot of them niggas out there and I'm finna go out there with a sword. That was your choice. That's just like putting your hand in a tiger cage. The tiger doing exactly what the tiger's supposed to do. You went in his domain at that moment. Oh, I guess you thought the tiger wasn't a tiger. My bad. Who fault is that?
Speak off me. Your dad, he's his son. He's off me. It's weird.
I won't lie.
Get off me, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know what they don't. Dude, Crossbow got his ass flooded. Then he gonna lie and say, what he said, babe? He told the people, the dude with the crossbow, what he told the people on the news?
2 African Americans assaulted him.
Oh, they reached in your window. No, you was in the middle of rush hour traffic of protest with a crossbow. You got your ass flooded, as you should. Lucky didn't nobody hit you with the crossbow. Out here being upset. Yeah, we different. Our ancestors didn't roast the police, but that's what we doing. That's how niggas getting down. You gonna get some verbal antagonization. You gonna get verbally antagonized. Yeah, they roasted the police, as they should. Woman in a wheelchair with a knife. I don't know why these all been white people that have done this. Yeah, how did you have time to get a crossbow ready, DLAI? You thought that was it?
That boy knew what he was doing when he put that crossbow in his back seat.
Yeah, got his ass flooded is what he did.
He thought he was gonna scare them people off with that goddamn boat, but he didn't realize. That goddamn boat. The woman said, "Get his ass." The woman said,
"Get his ass."
Man.
Hey, man, bro, let me tell you something. I know we don't always get a chance to do this. That's why we started this format. We don't always get a chance to talk. It was boiling up in me. This was the last part. I had to get this off for the week start. I just had to say what I had to say about this. I know y'all was like, Ben Billow tripping, but it's 9:50 over here on my end. But if I ain't get to say it now, it wasn't gonna come out.
You did right, brother. You did right.
I'm gonna tell you this though, DLAI. Let me tell you one thing. This pandemic, this protest did. Yeah, we done fucked all this quarantining up that we did. That fucked all that up. It's out there. Rona back out there. Rona is like, oh, you? Rona like, oh, these boys outside? That what these niggas doing? Yeah, let's go on and get that guy. I don't know. That shit. We did it. We might well start basketball back up now. With all this outside, we just did.
Man, we out there now.
We out there now. Just go on, go on.
No social distancing.
Ain't no social distancing.
I ain't heard social distancing in 6 days.
You ain't finna hear shit about it. Niggas gonna be back at work on Monday. Oh, I got something for y'all. We let you niggas stay off so y'all don't get sick, and this what y'all do?
Yep.
Fool. He getting ready. He coming in here. Man, bruh, we have undone all this time off that we had. Y'all getting called in tomorrow. Y'all get some emails going out. I'm gonna need you this Tuesday.
You can bring your bitch ass to work.
Let me let you know what's gonna happen. See, you niggas going back to work to clean this shit up. That's what's gonna happen. You gonna get this shit back in order. That's what you definitely going back to work. Don't think you finna get this. I wouldn't be surprised Tuesday. They gonna tell you get your ass.
Let me tell you who getting work during this protest period. Let me tell you who getting all the work.
Who?
I'm watching here in downtown. All the maids getting all the work. All the maids. They got to clean this goddamn graffiti off these windows every day. All day. They tagging shit. Fuck 12. Fuck the police. Threw a whole goddamn pig on the building.
A pig? Hey, man.
Bruh. Whole goddamn pig on the building, man. Spray painted the police car. Man, them goddamn maids getting put to work.
The maids getting their ass towed out the frame. Hey,
man. I seen them. They on ladders and shit. They out here.
Yeah, they out there. They definitely out there. And as they should. You know, niggas is definitely gonna be out there right now. Niggas gonna see it. And I mean, you know, this is one of the moments where what up? Man, you know what's crazy? It's like, what up, man? I know you frustrated, fool.
Say that again. I can't hear you. Hold on, I'm getting you together right here. All right, there you go.
I said I know you frustrated, man.
Man, listen, completely. Like it's to a point. It's like I don't know. I really don't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm upset. I'm angry. You know, I agree with what's going on. I don't agree with some shit. Like it's mixed feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like it's just a weird place to be in right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm watching the city crumble around me. Like I feel like I'm in the scene in Batman where Bane came and took over the city. Nigga, it's out of control. Like I don't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? I just know I'm upset about what's going on. I made a mistake the other night of sitting there. I won't even call it a mistake, but I like sat there and I just went through all of the videos of all of the stuff that's been happening all year and over the years, and just when you look at the videos, it's like this the way the value of our life and the way it looks in when you look at it, it's like it's nothing. Like I'm watching people get gunned down and jogging down the street, gunned down, walking, trying to walk in their apartments, choked out. You know, like it's just out of control, bro. Like I just don't get it, man. I don't understand what world we living in right now.
Right. And I mean, there's going to be a continued level of frustration with a lot of this, just because, you know, we experiencing, you know, things we've never experienced before. So there's a lot of frustration that's going to happen. There's a lot of people who are going to be uncertain in these moments, and you got to figure it out. You should really know where you stand right now.
I know where I stand.
Not you. I'm saying people. There are people who need to figure that out. I know you know where you stand.
Yeah, I know what side I'm on. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm with the protest. I'm, you know, and hey, if y'all want to break a little shit, I'm for that too. Fuck it. You mad? I'm mad. Why not bust? Like, you can't expect a nigga not to bust a window or something. Y'all out here playing with our lives like it's fucking duck hunt. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. Of course we mad. So of course niggas gonna break some shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's the motherfuckers that's out there. Like I feel like there's that small few that are out there for the wrong reason, and them the ones that bother me. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all need to be here for the same reason, and that's what always makes me afraid about protests. Like I'm out here with my son trying to show him something and stand up for what's right and show him how to stand for something, and I got to worry about the next motherfucker getting us peppered. You know what I'm saying, with fucking rubber bullets or bashed upside our head because you want to step out of line. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now, if you need to protect yourself, that's one thing. But you know what I mean? I'm not out here attacking motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm definitely with the shit. I see it. I understand. I know why everybody feel the way they feel. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a scary situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't went we on an even more intense lockdown. Now, you know what I'm saying? This shit is getting crazy.
Right. Well, you know, shit. Whatever we was trying to hide from, Dini, we can hear you now. Go ahead and talk. Them little people. Oh yeah, it's you. It's the phone. That's you. Come on this computer. Somebody keep talking about it. Feel like it's a nigga typing over here. Somebody is
sure. God, I thought you were typing. Because like, it looked like you got your hands down typing and shit. I'm like, is this nigga sending me a message? Do I need to be reading something?
Hey man, come on your computer. Come on the laptop, DLAI.
Nigga, let me tell you how my first night went. When the shit started.
DLAI coming back in. He finna go on the computer.
Bro, I fucking so I'm going to pick Dini. I'm going to pick Dini boys up so they can come spend the weekend with Samaj and shit, right? I pull off my block. I turn down Orange Street. By the time I get to Hawthorne, it's a nigga standing on the corner of Orange and Hawthorne with his pants pulled down to his knees, and he is shitting, standing straight up on the corner. He is shitting and screaming happy birthday angrily. This is the first night of protest. He's standing there shitting, talking about happy birthday, motherfuckers. And I don't know who he's talking to. I don't know who birthday it is and why they deserve this as a present. But this is what he's doing. As I drive off, I get downtown by Didi crib. Now, I haven't realized that the shit is finna go down yet. You know what I'm saying? I get down by Didi crib. We downtown. While I'm waiting for the boys to come out, it's like a gang of niggas come past on scooters with those signs. You know the sign that you put over your head and go in the front and the back?
Uh-huh.
So they pulling, they on scooters. It's about 15, 20 motherfuckers on scooters. They shoot past me with the signs on, you know what I'm saying? Talking about we won't stand for this, all that different stuff. So they fly past. I'm like, oh, I was like, uh-oh, they finna start protesting. So then next thing I know, out of nowhere, a nigga come and put a chair through the Starbucks window. I was like, oh, there it is. I'm talking about straight through the window. I was like, it's about to go down. Turn the corner. I see the police chasing niggas. I see the police chasing the cats on the scooters. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what is going on, bro? I get back to the crib. It's a car on fire on Sunset. I get in the house and finally turn the TV on, and like it's going down. Like I was like, my whole night. I didn't expect none of that. I wasn't ready for none of that, man.
Right. Like, you know, I mean, you know, this is one of the moments where you want to always know that you're standing on the right side of history, and you want to be aware that this is history changing. And man, you know, I'm not going to condemn people for tearing up shit. I'm not going to do
not
it.
At all. Why? You mad?
What the fuck is you? You can't tell somebody how to be angry.
Exactly.
Some people break shit. Some people march. Some people fuck shit up. Everybody, you can't tell somebody how to grieve. This is grief, fam.
That's exactly what it is.
This is grief. You can't tell nobody how to grieve when people dealing with death.
This is a loved one loss. You know what I'm saying? And like, if some of us didn't even know the brother, but it's like we know all these brothers. We know all the brothers and sisters that got killed and been and shit over the years because they are us. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely grief. That is, boy. If you ain't said nothing, you said that. That's exactly what this is. This is grief.
And you know, Mama said she loved us. She said, "Yeah, my son." I just you know, Court. I watched my wife go through something, and it really started to hit home with me when I saw how heavily she was impacted. And here's the sides of her grief that I saw that I had to respect about it. My wife was born and raised in the St. Paul, Minneapolis area, so she knows both sides of the Twin City, hard felt. And her and her brother have been talking because he's there in Minneapolis and watching this whole thing unfold, because she's the first person that told me about what was going on. And she said, Billy, I'm about to send you something. You need to talk about it on the radio, but this is about to change the world. And when I watched the video, I was kind of like, all right, they got a fucked up hold on this black dude. And as I'm listening and I'm seeing it and I'm becoming disgusted, what she was saying was becoming more apparent that this was going to be a moment that was going to change the world. She said, this is about to change everything. She said, this video is about to change the world. And she just kept saying it. And so I sat there and I was like, damn, over the next 48 hours, I watched her see her childhood monuments destroyed and how that impacted her. And me not having a necessary umbilical direction with connecting with the city, I saw her grief of just seeing something destroyed that she cared about. But then at the end of the second day and throughout it, here's what she was saying, that through the tears and through the crying and watching her old neighborhood burn up and things she cared about and seeing her city just go up in flames, you know what she said? But it has to happen, though. It has to happen. It has to happen, though. This has to happen. So she understood that she didn't want to see it, but she also understood that it was a necessary part of change. And that's what I realized. That's what's separating us. You may not want to agree. You might not want to see it, but it's got to happen, fam. It's like taking our kids. I'm going to give you an example. It's like taking your kids to go get shots. You know, they need the immunization to some degree. I ain't 100% sold on that. But you understand that this necessary pain is necessary for their development later on.
Exactly.
When they fall and they scrape their knee, I don't want to put the alcohol on there, but that's the first thing I got to do. It's going to hurt you, but this is a necessary pain, fam. You're going to have to understand what this is to get better, bro.
Exactly. You're going to have to feel this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, we done did everything else. We done marched, we done talked, we you know what I'm saying? We done had meetings, we done had town hall gatherings, we done it all. You know what I'm saying? We done had riots. But it's like, shit, that needs to be that you need to know that no matter what you do, this time we not backing down. This time we standing strong. We 10 toes down. We ain't going nowhere. You got to push. You're going to have to push hella hard because we here.
We ain't going no, man. Like, look, listen, bro, this is, man. Hey, shout out to my boy Tyson, man. My boy Tyson. I ain't seen him in a number of years, man. And you know what's funny? Like Tyson and I went to school. Tyson White, of course, you can tell his name. We went to elementary school together. My homeboy Corey Hines. We went to elementary school together, and Corey called me crying today. Corey, I haven't seen or talked to in got to be 20, 22 years. Mm-hmm. We hung out together all through elementary school. Me, him, Tyson, we hang out. It's funny. Tyson came on and commented, and me and him and Corey's white, and his family and my family, we bonded. Like his little brothers, Cody and Kobe, were the same ages of my sister. So my mama and his mama would hang out all the time because we grew up in the same neighborhood. And he called me in tears today. He said, I saw what was going on, and I saw somebody that reminded me of your dad, and I thought about your dad. And then when I went to go look up your dad and your family and you guys, I realized I found out your dad was dead, and he cried. He said your dad was always a good man. He was a good father figure in the community. And for this dude, after 20 some odd years, to see what's happening in the world and made him reach out and find me. He's like, bro, you being successful in what you're doing. I'm proud of you. But it's like immediately my heart, when I saw what was going on, it was a level of grief and hurt. And I had to receive that and understand this is not just changing things in the trajectory for Black people. This is changing things for everybody across the board.
The world, bro.
Bro. And like, I was in elementary school when I moved to Katy. In my elementary days, I was like the only there was 2 Black dudes in the whole class and in our whole grade. And then we had 2 Black girls. But they made us feel welcome. But there were moments in junior high, it wasn't like high school. It was an acclimation process. So it's like, bro, I know there are good people in the world, and I'm not on no anti-white people shit. But at this moment, if you are white, if you don't understand, just sit back and understand this is a grieving, venting process, and you're not going to understand everything, and just try your best to be understanding. You're not going to. It's going to be a moment. And if you do, great. And if you can rock with it, great. But if you don't understand it, just take a step back and try to support the best way you can. But I'm going to tell you, let me help you out. Because I'm not gay. Fool, you not gay. But gay people have moments and rights that y'all don't understand, but y'all accept and you push for, you speak up for. Hey, if you gay, you should be one of the people in the front lines. The trans community. Hey, all this equality you want, hey, we need that same energy. Because if it was a person, it was a dude dressed up, it was in a trans guy was out there, or a trans woman was out there getting choked out. Oh, it would be on. So keep that same energy. Keep that same energy of understanding. You might not understand all of it, but this where we at with it.
See, here's the thing about these type of situations. Always put me in a difficult position because I'm a cat that sees all sides of things. I'm not a one-sided person. I don't see one side. I deal with a lot of shit, so I deal with things in a broad. I see things in a and I don't want to be narrow-minded. So I don't usually speak or talk on these type of things because it's so many different opinions and so many different explanations. And it's like, you don't want to say the wrong thing because you don't want this person over here to be mad, or you don't want this person over here to be mad. But it's like, I'm at a point now, it's like, I don't give a fuck who mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I say what I want to say and I say how I feel. And how I feel is like, this shit is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you said, it's not anti-anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just, let's all be on one accord. You know what I'm saying? Let's not go out here with different agendas. You know what I'm saying? Let's be here for the same reason. And that's what and I hate to be, looking like that. Like, nigga, I just was in the store just now. And I have so many mixed emotions in the store. Because it's 6:00, everything's shutting down. So it's a bunch of people rushing trying to get shit. Now it's a bunch of white people standing in the store that I don't really know how to be around. I'm like, I don't know. Like everybody is in the same mood, I could tell. They tense. Like the white lady talking to the other white lady, but then she tries to look me in the eyes so I can be a part of the conversation. And then she tries to make me laugh. It's like everybody's trying to ease tension. And I'm standing there looking at the white people like, man, I hope y'all ain't on no bullshit. But at the same time, I'm looking at the nigga coming in with the hoodie like, hey, man, don't bust this window out in this goddamn liquor store. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mind is all over the place. And like the different emotions, the different feelings, it's like I just walked to the store. And on that walk to the store, I'm worried about what's going to happen. My son's like, can I walk with you? No, nigga, stay in the house. I don't know what's going on out here. It's people running up and down the street, busting people's heads, all kind of shit. Just stay in the house. Let me go take care of this and come back. But it's like, we put this situation is just not safe. It's not like, that's the biggest problem for me, bro. Like I'm so frustrated I can't even get it out. But it's like, I got kids, bro. We got kids. You know what I'm saying? And our kids have to grow up in this world. And I've spent all these years trying to keep my son away from gangs and violence in the streets and bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? And just to put him in a position where it's like, I've been trying to keep you away from the wrong people. Because the motherfuckers that's out here that have been put out here to protect you and take care of you, they're the ones that's killing you right now. So now it's like all these years I've taught him to stay away from this and that. You know what I'm saying? When really this nigga just black is enough. That's all it takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's one of them things now, bro, where we gotta definitely. I said this. I'm gonna say it again.
Emotions, man, this shit is crazy.
Here's how you take what we've gone through in totality. You look at the what I don't like to call it the corona or the pandemic. I like to say this, and just really put things in perspective. I don't like to refer to it as the pandemic. I don't like to refer to it as corona. I like to refer to what's going on as halftime. My father was a coach. My grandfather was a football coach. And for me, when I learned things, I became good at sports, not because I was constantly playing them, but because my daddy and my grandfather helped me understand sports through life. I knew football because the way he made me look at life. He said, football is a lot like life, son. You're not going to win every game, but the more prepared you are when you go out there on the field, you're going to have to deal with it that way. And it's going to be some stuff that you're going to see on the fly that you're just going to have heart for, that I can't teach you. It's in your heart. And so when I understood the game of football and how it mirrored life, especially as a black man, he would use those terminologies to help me grasp it. So with that, I say, this is halftime. This is halftime, fam. This ain't the end of the game. This ain't the end of the world for the pandemic, for the riot, for what is happening with police brutality. This is halftime.
This is a purging, my nigga.
It is time now. This is halftime for us to come out with a game plan for the second half of how we gonna deal with this. And if you go into it, the second half of what you've been given, this time that you've had to think about what you want to do financially, emotionally, spiritually. If you go into it the same way, come out of it the same way you went into it, you are ill prepared and you will perish financially on one of them fronts because you have been given time to adjust and make a change in your personal life on what you need to do with this. Nobody's perfect. We all got adjustments to make, but this is the time to make it. Write your goals down. Write what you feel down. If you're confused, it's time to figure out why. Because on the other side of this, there's not going to be the same forgiving acceptance for you not to know when you had all this time to get ready for it. You financially not right? Hey, bro, you didn't have all this time to read all you needed to read with time off. Your relationship ain't right. I needed this time to be here with my wife, fam. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I needed to be here with my wife, bro. I needed to be here with my kids. I needed to put some dirt in the roof outside of just saying I'm going to make money. I needed to work on that, bro. I needed to be present, and I'm still working on it. Because even with this, I've been working just as much, if not more, but I needed to be here more to support my wife, bro. Because working and just going and getting money ain't enough. No. You're going to have to put some dirt in on the front line, G.
And that's the way I feel about my son. It's like this summer was a blessing in disguise because I've spent every day with him this summer. Like he's with me every summer, but it's like I still have to work. You know what I'm saying? So I still have to go do 2 days here, 2 days there. But it's like I ain't had to do none of that. It's just been me and him, just straight talking, having a good time, like, you know, getting together and understanding each other. You know what I'm saying? Having a chance. Like, plus, this is the most important time in his life. You know what I'm saying? Going into high school and all of that. It's like this is where he's going to make the most important decisions. And a lot of people don't really understand that. It's like you only 14, but it's like, nah, bro. These are the most important decisions you make going on to the next stage. Everything that I need, everything you need to know going into this into this stage of life. You know what I'm saying? Because right after this is reality, bro. It's all real. And I've had that time to be with him every day and prepare him for that reality. Make him more responsible and things like that. You know what I'm saying? We've been working on that. Having an agenda, being on schedule, being on time. No, you ain't got to go to school. But still, you need to get up, go, get yourself together, get dressed, take the garbage out, clean your room up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you ain't got nowhere to go, but why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, learn how to be, I'm just instilling discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like, and things of that nature, little small things that he need to know going further. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this time was needed on all fronts. You know, I needed time to sit down and figure out some of my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to figure out what's next, where I'm going from here. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do with my career, my branding, different things like that. Trying to tackle social media, all of these different things. Like this time was needed. This time was needed. You know what I'm saying? This moment of discomfort, everything. It was all needed in order to prepare for what's next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I just appreciate being able to have this outlet, this platform. I appreciate being able to have y'all as my friends. I appreciate to have y'all as my brothers. I appreciate my family. I appreciate y'all so much because, in this element, I'm just thankful. I'm so thankful. And I've been so unappreciative over the years of certain things that we able to have this dialogue that I don't gotta, I would hate to be like, unsure if I could talk to y'all about this. I don't want to be one of the people that can't really tell his people that rock with him how I really feel.
Exactly. Like if there's nowhere else I can speak my truth, it should be here. You know what I'm saying? It should be amongst my friends, amongst my family, the people who know me, that know my heart. You know what I'm saying? Know my true intentions and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like this it's definitely a blessing to have that place where you can, you know, be honest and be yourself and say how you truly feel. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, like that's part of it, dog. We all gotta have that place, and we all need that place to have that dialogue. I'm trying to get Didi on and get him back in here. His phone was having some technical difficulties, but I'll mute ours so he can talk because I want him to be able to say something too. He's supposed to be trying to come back in on the line. If y'all can let him know, we over here waiting on him. If anybody has a moment, can message him and let him know. I'm trying to get him in here. I think it's time. We'll do this for a minute because if you guys have any questions, if you guys have anything you want to say to us, this is live. And this is brought to you by the Did You Miss Me podcast. Let me take a moment. This is the Bull's Pen. And what we developed with this was a moment for us to have dialogue. Our normal show format is storytelling. We come on our podcast or I'll go live or DLAI goes live. But in these bullpen moments is where we can really just have some clear dialogue about things that may not fit the normal format of our podcast or our regular social media posts. And we definitely knew we needed to express this stuff. And so, you know, we do have new episodes every Tuesday. Did You Miss Me Podcast.com on YouTube / Did You Miss Me Podcast. A lot of you guys are fans of us, but for people who don't know, we have these, and this is just where we have this dialogue at. This is our safe space. I guess if I will say, if there aren't any questions, I'm gonna check and see if we got any. If you want to ask, let me see if we have any. Bro, it's. I guess to give people some more comfort, I'm gonna say this, and I think it's clear with me tonight. You know, for people that say we're going into martial law, if that's gonna come, that's gonna come. That was gonna come. If that was what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right.
You ain't got no control. You personally can't control that.
Exactly.
Let me rest. Let me help you rest. Let me help you rest your mind. Especially if you're black. Yeah. Let me help you.
Let me give you some insight on that.
Let me help you. If you're black and your concern is the martial law, nigga, you ain't got no control over that. So step and fetch it right now ain't gonna change it. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You ain't got no control over the virus that was put out, that was manufactured, if you didn't know, has been biologically engineered and is constantly changing as we speak. It is changing its genetic makeup, the DNA helix in most diseases, they change anyway. But if you don't ever realize, this one is mutating at a rapid rate. It is changing. So that's something we're going to have to continue to deal with. That's a part of life.
To us.
I mean, this is what we got to deal with. Sorry, folks. It's what we got. Black people back in the day didn't have the internet, and they had the clans trying to lynch niggas. We got a virus that we can't see that gets passed to you, and you don't know you got it. But you got the internet, but you got masks. You have other resources. So all is not lost. Hey, at least we ain't back in the day when you had to go run from tigers and shit. Like, hey, this is what we got to deal with. Antelopes are hunted. So you got to decide in nature, are you going to be the predator or the prey? We've been the prey a long time. Financial prey. We done gave up so much money. They've gouged us. Keep that same energy, protesters, rioters, to spending money with black businesses. Sorry, folks. I'm talking to black people, white people. I ain't got no offense against you, but I need this message and word to get out because for the most part, white people are socially savvy and economically savvy enough with an advantage that we don't have as a black community as a whole. And that's just a fact. We got to spend money with our own businesses. We got to reinvest in ourselves. We have to stop waiting to be employees and start your own business and work. Stop messing up your inheritance. You get property, hold on to it. Save it. Stop taking the cash for everything. Stop taking cash for diamonds. Stop taking cash for diamonds. And people say, oh, what you mean? If you get diamonds, you're supposed to get money for them. No, I want you to realize something. People in Africa, they're taking cash for diamonds. They're taking cash, which is innumerable. They can make as much money as you want versus diamonds, which are a natural core resource that are only in such abundance. And a lot of us are giving away our diamonds, our talents that you can't put a dollar sign on for money. Now, of course, you want to make money from it, but you want to eventually turn that clock or get that scale to where you have the upper hand. And come on, man. Like you're worth something. You might not think you are. You are fucking worth something. You are fucking valuable, bro. We need you. It's not too late to get your shit to straight, bro. It's not. It's not. It's not too late. It's not too late for us to get the country back on. This one of them fights. The bully been beating your ass. Now the bully getting his ass drove. Sounds like it's gonna be some changing in the conversation now. I guarantee you, if we stand on their ass right now, strategically, stay on their ass until that there's a true conviction and these guys go to jail for this, and we set this as the bar and say, all right, bro, we got on y'all stood on one man's neck, we stood on the country's neck until we got a guilty verdict. And if these men went away, and I'm gonna tell you now, if y'all don't convict these cops, I'm out for going up to the next level, bro. Until they recognize you can't do this. You can't.
Because it's obvious they don't recognize that. This is obviously something that they believe is okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like when the shit happened, they looking at us like, what you mad about? And it's like, fuck you mean, what are we mad about? Like, you have no value for our life. Like, this is crazy. If y'all valued our life as much as y'all do our culture, it would be a different thing, but it's not. It's like you want a part of our shit. You want to see us entertained. You want to benefit off of this or want to benefit off of that, but you don't give a fuck about my life. And whether I live tomorrow, you don't give a fuck about if my kids live. You know what I'm saying? I'm expendable. And it's like, that's fucked up.
Right.
Think about. And
we're going to take some questions here. We got a question comes from, I'm going to pronounce it, Erica O'Bannon, who says, what do you think about Antifa being labeled as domestic terrorists? Now, Antifa has Jewish ties to it. It is an organization that has been a part and around since the 1800s. I want you to understand something. Them labeling Antifa as a domestic terrorist while the Klan has been terrorizing for hundreds of years, documented. We know, it's like saying we know, and they still functioning. Like, how is their website? How are they not labeled past domestic terrorists? How has this not been a form of legislation that, name for me every organization, peaceful or non-peaceful, that made a change or rift in this country that was by black people, has been decapitated at the head. Nation of Islam, Malcolm's out of there. NAACP, Medgar Evers, out of there. The Black Church, SBSL, hey, Dr. King, out of there. Jesse Jackson, they tarnished his reputation, out of there. Bill Cosby put thousands of kids into college, tried to buy NBC, out of there.
Out of there.
I ain't saying he didn't do no wrong, but we got our president who has litigation of being a pedophilia. I don't get it. Bro. Come on, fam. And you name Antifa because you ready for it? They are strategically helping overthrow the government. They are being anti-fascist and are against a certain level of what's happening. They do have communist ties. They do. They are. They are funded. You want to talk about George Soros funding them? Okay. I haven't known them to specifically blow up a church with 4 black girls in it. I don't have documented proof of them hanging niggas by their neck. So
right.
if you're going to tell me,
I have documented proof of them choking niggas out and shooting niggas in the street.
Right. I mean, so when you tell me that, that's telling me you're not trying to solve the problem. You're trying to solve your problem. Mm-hmm. We'll take some more food. Do you guys feel that we're on the brink of civil war? Fool, what you think?
That's what I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't, you see, it's all about the way the media portrays things is all about how a lot of things end up. You know what I'm saying? Like you got them showing, like you see the videos with people saying, oh, it's only white people out here tearing shit up. So then you see that, and then it makes you wonder or worry, like, is it going to turn into a race riot? Because now we fighting each other, trying to keep each other from, you know what I'm saying, tearing the shit up. Like we don't want to be blamed for what they doing. So now we fight, and then they doing. It's like it's so many endless possibilities. Like we could be on the brink of anything. We could be on the brink of a world war. Like this shit is just retarded. It's not making any sense, bro. Excuse me for using that word, but it's not making any sense. It's like we're on the brink of all kind of shit. We're on the brink of extinction if we don't sit the fuck down and chill the fuck out. If we don't figure this out, it's like I truly believe that what is needed more than anything right now is understanding and acceptance. I feel like none of us know each other. Neither side knows the other side, truly. We all have a perception of each other that has been given to us by other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't speak for anybody else, but growing up, I didn't grow up around white people. So what I thought of white people was what I saw on TV or what other black people told me that have been around them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I started moving around and being a part of this myself and going to different places that I learned how different people are. And it's like you start to understand everybody ain't bad. Everybody ain't this or everybody ain't this. And you start not to speak in such of a broad sense anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or blame everybody for everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. We don't know each other. We don't understand each other. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of motherfuckers that's racist and just evil people. Then you got some people who have a perception that has been given to them and they are fucked up because this is what's been driven into their head over years. And now they're acting out on that. And it's like, so now nobody knows anybody. We need to sit the fuck down and talk and and air the shit out. Like motherfuckers need to understand each other. You know what I'm saying? And really get to know each other. This shit is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, and that's a good question that she was asking. I'm still going to tag that and I'm going to jump on this next one. People say, that the Civil War thing is a possibility. And they're like worried about that. Here's what I'm going to tell you why I'm not really concerned with that. And here's why. One, if I just saw black people out there marching, that would be a sign that would be just us. If I felt like they didn't get it, they get it. Some still are trying to figure out pieces of it, and that's fine. But the biggest thing about this was our fight to have. And I think the people that are truly aware and that don't have racial hatred in their heart, they are understanding, and they need to further understand that we are voicing something. If you don't understand it, as I said earlier, it's not your time to talk right now.
Yeah.
It's not your time to talk.
No.
Read the room. Read the room. What the room tell you. Part of being a comedian is reading the room, knowing what's going on and being aware. Watch. I saw a lot of commentary from black women today about, well, if you can open your mouth to suck a black dick, you should open your mouth to save a black life. Cool. But here's what I want you to do. First, figure out and understand this thing. If it don't make sense to you, what we're doing, understand we're really pissed off. So if you still don't get it, hey, you know what? They must be really mad and this must be really fucked up, and direct that energy toward while we're saying what's going on. Stop looking at the reaction, and which I think they will. They will see, you know what? That was some bullshit. It's clear. It's a videotape of a man getting his neck stepped on until he passes the fuck away, with multiple video angles of him getting the dog shit beat out of him until he has a fucking heart attack and dies and asphyxiates out of there.
Stop worrying about why it happened. What happened before that? Who did what? None of that shit matters.
Let's just say this. Let's call it what it is. If it was a fake bill, that don't mean you get choked out on the fucking street, G.
That's exactly.
You got white boys shooting up churches and getting taken alive and taking the fucking Wendy's and Popeyes to get food and shit afterwards. So no, justice, if that needed to happen, okay.
And that's partially on the media heavy for how they portray us across the board. Media, entertainment, everything. It's like we're always portrayed in a fucked up way. And it's like, for those who don't really know us or see us or be around us, this is what you see. So that's why you don't understand, because all you've seen on TV is this bullshit and that bullshit about who we are, not the truth and not who we really are. So now you see this and you don't give a fuck. Because you want
fool. And you know what else? Ahmaud Arbery just happened. A lot of this is Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah.
A lot of it. It's Ahmaud Arbery. Sorry, that just happened. They ain't tear shit up when y'all chased him and shot him in the street. This ain't just one thing. That's what I want you to understand. It's just not one thing. This is a culmination of things that has been swept under the rug, prayed over. Dog, hey man. Hey.
Stop. We didn't pray it enough. I ain't saying stop praying. I'm just saying, even God say faith without works is dead. Stop waiting on God to do something and help your goddamn self. Fuck out of here. That shit is crazy, man.
Hey, bro, and like I said, people are gonna wake up. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get out of here, man. We can get out of here, bro, because I ain't trying to keep them in church. Hey, this was going to be quick. But man, people say, what do we do after this? What's next? What's our plan? I'll give you a couple of things. Can we change the presidential candidate? No, you can't. You ain't got no control over that. I'm gonna tell you what you can do. Here's what you got. You got what you got. You either vote. I'm gonna give you your options. I'll walk you through it. You either vote for Biden. That's the only two you got. You got Biden or Trump. Sorry, fam. Ain't know what you're gonna do. A write-in. You wasting your fucking time. Your goal is, if you want to really see some change, start writing letters, start trying to get a plan together, find and get in contact with your local Congress and Senate person, start trying to push that, get involved in your local community politics. If you really want to make a change, start there. Then make your vote, because that's what you got. Then we start taking the lesser of two evils in this moment, and then we start preparing what our agenda is as Black people. If you don't want to vote, okay, don't vote, my nigga. But do understand, if you don't vote, then Trump has a higher percentage chance of winning again. We already see that this shit is going to hell in a handbasket in 4 years. You want another 4 of these? What you want to do? Or you want to shuffle the deck? I say shuffle the fucking deck. That's just me, though. Shuffle this motherfucker. We've been taking it on the chin these last 4. Shuffle this bitch.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, ain't no change in the presidential candidates. You got who you got. Somebody asked, what do we do next? And that's an interesting question. Because like I was listening to people talk the other day, and I heard Lil Wayne say something that has some interesting parts to it. And he was talking about that exactly. What happens afterwards? We can go on TV and we can talk. We can say all of these big words and all of this shit and have people, all of that. But what do you do after the talk? What do you do after the post on Instagram? What do you do after the post on Twitter? You know what I'm saying? And that's what matters. And that starts exactly where he said, in your own community. You know what I'm saying? Become a part of something in your community. Help drive help drive it in the direction you want it to go. Stop talking about what you want to happen and do what you can to help. You know what I'm saying? Involve yourself in the community. Be prepared for when the next election come up. Stop talking about who in office when you ain't vote. You know what I'm saying? Like get prepared for what's next. Help the families out that have been through this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop posting pictures of Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd, and let's send some money to the family. That man had a daughter, a woman, family, brother. Like let's look out for those. Let's look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's send some money to the family of Ahmaud Arbery. Let's help with this or help with that. Like where does the healing start? It's like we keep talking about what's happening and the problem as opposed to the solution. And here's the thing: nobody really knows the solution because it's so many different facets to the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? So nobody knows the solution. But what we can do is start to help with the healing. And that's what you can focus on. How can you help with the healing and getting people back on track? You know what I'm saying? How can we get the country back together? How can we take back our rights? How can we put ourselves in a position where we don't feel hunted? You know what I'm saying? Work towards, and that's by being more involved in what's going on as opposed to just watching from the stoop. Get the fuck off the porch.
Yeah.
It is fucking crazy, man. It's like you can't keep talking. You can't. I'm so tired of niggas talking shit and just sitting back praying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against church people, but it's like, come on, man. Like shit, I have some belief, but it's like, bruh, like stop it. That's why we in this position now. We've been sitting around waiting on somebody else to save us, as opposed to putting any work in ourselves. It's like let's get to work, bro.
It's work time, man. It's coming out. Like we said it, bro. It's halftime. We got to come out. We got to come out, play. Put your chin strap, put your mouthpiece in, put your helmet on. We got to go to war. We got to go get it. It's all about who wants it more out of this. And if you don't feel like you got your life in order, if you don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, you don't feel like you are the best version of who you need to be, because it starts with each individual person, bro. You got to be the best you before you can make the world better. So start with making yourself better. Start with writing your goals down. Come up with a real strategy for yourself. And I guarantee you, if we have a collective group of well thought out, well educated, well informed, and when I say educated, I'm not saying you got to go be so much book smart, but really have a strategy for your personal life, my man. It gets better when you talk to the troops, and the troops are well prepared and armed. You need to read some literature, read some verbiage, understand. Hey man, there's books out there. Get your personal life together, bro. Get your health life together. CMOS. Start taking that, man. Drink more water. I can tell you 20 things you can do personally to start making this make more sense. Be financially and fiscally aware of what you're doing. File your taxes. Do what you need to do. Organize your business.
What I said earlier about understanding each other, it starts with understanding yourself.
Understand yourself, man.
Exactly.
Understand yourself.
Change can create a change for the whole. You know, like I don't know exactly what to do, but I know that I can do what's right for me, I can do what's right by my people by doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Myself, not being a part of the problem. If I might not know the solution, but I can help by not being part of the problem. I can help by making sure that young man that I'm raising in there is not part of the problem, that I've instilled in him what he needs to know to be ready for the future, to be ready for the next level of life, and to not be a delinquent and not be, like that's what I'm doing. It's like it starts in your house. It starts with you, and then it goes abroad. And as each individual change is going to help to create that massive change that we need. You know what I'm saying? Change who you are, man. Figure out, like, everybody got something that needs to be changed. Whether you believe in God or you believe in the universe, what you need to believe is right now, this time that we have been given, is because the universe or God or somebody's trying to tell us, sit your ass down for a second and think and get your shit together.
Shit, it's time for a change. For everybody here at the Did You Miss Me podcast, from BillySorrells.com, from DLAI, man, make sure you go get my brother's book, bro. Make sure you go get that, The Journey Behind the Smile, man.
Smile, baby.
Make sure you get his book, support him. Our podcast is every Tuesday. Look for this more. We got new projects coming down the pipeline with Ali Sadiq. Make sure you get ready for that. Marcus Wiley and I have a project he's going to be doing with us. Shondo Blades, black superhero dad. Courtney, Baddies Know Best. Make sure you go over there and check that out. Man, everybody is putting this work in and it's time. So we thank y'all. Good night.